fashionistas, today we're going to do this nail art, and we're going to start out with a fresh set of manicured nails. Okay, so I'm trying to get you in frame here using a different camera. Okay, so I think that's good. And so now I've taken and loosened the tops on everything that I'm going to use. And for all you natural nails, first thing we're going to do is start with our Nail Life. This is a product that I highly recommend everyone to get. So we're going to go ahead and put that on. You want to start in the center of your nail. Applying more pressure widens the brush, allowing you to get the side. See if I do that, I think you can see better. There we go. Now we'll do this nail. And I like the little small fans for drying, as well as air drying if you have that kind of time. I can kind of do what I like, so it kind of just depends. Today I think I might air dry. I don't know. But for the video I guess I won't. So Nail Life does dry rather quickly, ladies. And the next thing you want to do is we're going to apply some type of bonder. You need a bonder if you're using natural nails, because the heat from your body, your affects, we call that your pH balance, and it causes natural lacquer to wear off. So you want to get yourself some type of bonder. Like I said, I use Orly. OPI has one also, but I understand that's been difficult to find. So we're going to go ahead and put that on because we want that to bond our nail lacquer, right? And we're going, and as you can see, it has a very thin consistency. It's almost, you can hardly tell you're putting it on because it is, ladies, it's so thin. It's really time for me to get some more. I will for our next video. But it causes your nail polish, like I said, to stick. If you're wearing enhancements, you can completely, if you're wearing enhancements, you can completely skip that step. And so you'll let it dry. And then the next thing we want to do is I'm using LA Girl, and this is a color pop, and the color that I chose for today is, I'm trying to see what it says here, is Girl 483. But it's a common pink that several brands carry. I know that China Glaze has the same color of pink. And so I like to always start with my baby finger first. I'm going to try and keep you in frame. Okay. How's that? Let's see. So it looks like that's better. Okay. Alright. Massive action is not always perfect. So I'm going to go here, start in the center, and go down the side. Center and down the side. This is an awkward position for me, so I'm going to have to turn sideways. And let's see how I can maybe... Here, that works for me. How about for you guys? Okay. Down the center, and then the side of each nail. Center and the sides. Center and the sides. And it's okay if you go a little bit on your cuticle, because we'll have a cleanup. We'll clean up at the end. This is such a relaxing exercise. It reminds me of coloring in school. Did you guys like to color? They now have adult coloring books out because they realize that is a really mindless exercise that allows you to use your imagination you know, for your color choices. And then just your creativity. No judgment. Okay, so now we've done that. And ladies and gentlemen, I like to do 2 coats. I don't know, that seems to do the true color, especially if I don't put a white underneath. If your nails were dark, you know, due to medications, you have a darker nail. My right hand, as you can see, my index finger is a little darker, my nail bed, than the others. And that's as a result of medication that I was on. But now that I'm no longer on it, it's starting to pinken up like my other nail beds. So if that's the case, you just want to apply a coat of white on your nails first. And now let's go ahead and apply our second coat of our pink. And because you have the base, your first coat on, your strokes, if they're not quite perfect, it's kind of okay. Because this is the coat that really finishes out your design. You know, that really is striking, if you will. A little top coat, but we're going to have, of course, a feature nail. I love to have a feature nail so I can put a ring on it. So now we have all of our nails painted. And we're going to clean up, of course, as we go along. I do like this polish. I recommend it. It's pretty good coverage and pretty true color. Pretty true to its color. Gonna just turn that on over. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll start with our design. So I'm going to pause and grab our nail art. This is the most exciting part, I feel, is our nail art. That's what I love to do. And you know, ladies, it's fine to, you know, have a classic design, just one color. But you know, even though no one may not or may not be looking, you should still want to really enhance your beauty for yourself, right? Just for you, just make yourself look pretty. So what we're using today is, I don't know if you can really see it, but is the Apple Barrel black nail acrylic. You know, we're going to use a heavy contrast. So I just have a dab of it here on the containers. And thank everyone for sending me your coffee containers. You know, I don't do caffeine, so I really appreciate you sending in my tops. And shout out to Robin Moses for putting that idea in my head. Alrighty. Okay, so I have that. And then next, I'm going to use the gold leaf, my pure gold leaf. And for the first 5 people that take action, I'll actually give you my pot of gold for half off. I normally pay $20 for one, but I'll give it to you for $15. So that will include your shipping. So instead of me doing $25 plus $5 shipping, right, which would be $30, I'll give it to you for $15. And I'll go ahead and handle the shipping. And so, like I said, that's for the first 5 only. I haven't made it where I want to go yet. Otherwise, one day I'll be able to give everybody watching, right? So now, ladies and gentlemen, that our base coat is all dry, our lacquer is all dry. You'll be using, if you have your kit, you'll pull out your number 2 brush. It's your number 2. Getting used to this camera. Thank you for your patience. But you'll pull out your number 2 brush. And we'll just go ahead and dab it in. And what you want to do, ladies and gentlemen, is making sure that it's ready. So once you dab in, just stroke over the top to make sure that you have the consistency that you want. And if it's not the right consistency, then just spray it with water. I want my median finger, wedding finger it's also called, I'm going to have that be my feature nail. So I'm going to pull a stripe, just a stripe down the center. And how wide, you know, and where it goes is completely up to you, because we are the artists, right? And only we know what we have in mind, right? You guys don't know what I'm going to do with this or where I'm going with it, right? Okay, so that's all I wanted to do. And because it is the acrylic paint, you can just use regular water. This is tap water. I've already drank the spring water out of here. And I'm just using my brush to clean my paint. You want to do that right away so that you can use it for something else. We're going to use it to clean up at the end. And now, while that's still wet, I'm going to take my my toothpick. I'm going to first move this out of the way. I'm going to just take pieces of my gold leaf and put it into the black square. And you really want to take the smaller your pieces are, I believe, I feel the better the design comes through, because it's more of a mosaic. And you can also use the transparent tissue paper. That gives a really nice look. It's that opal essence, you know, so it shimmers when you move. But I just thought I would do a giveaway for my pot of gold, just to encourage you ladies. Just because we're over 50 doesn't mean our candle is out, right? Let everyone, you know, let the world see that your light still shines, right? And you still do beauty. This is seasoned beauty. And so, like I said, you can just kind of put it wherever you want. This design, I'm matching my toes. I tend to do my feet first, and then my hands. I know that's probably kind of crazy, but I'm usually got to get that housework done. There. So now that's how that actually comes out. And now what we'll do is, of course, we're going to put a ring on it. But first, we're going to top coat. And here's one that's really quick. And it's also soluble, wherein it doesn't shrink if you're using foils, or in this case, the gold leaf vermeil. And now we'll just top coat that. So we'll get our bling out, bring out the bling, and top coat our other nails. And then we'll clean everything up. And I hope you enjoyed this design. I really like this pattern, and I wear a lot of black and gold. Oops, that's so much. I wear a lot of black and gold, and so the ring I'm doing this time will just be the feature nail design. Well, I don't know how to get you, let's see, here we go, get you in frame for my thumb top coat, but you guys know how to do that. I appreciate you watching, and before it gets really dry, I have just in this little pot, I have a little acetone, and what I'm going to do is clean up my sides. So I hope you can still see, but I gotta brace my hand. My fingers still kind of want to do what they want to do on their own. And also, you can use a Q-tip. That's one thing that I would use, but I found that using my number 2 brush, I had a better command. And so I was able to better utilize it. So now we've got our nails done. It's time to put a ring on it. Well, hello and welcome to my